everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into one of history's most fascinating mysteries. What happened to the Maya? When you think of the Mayans, you probably picture incredible pyramids rising out of the jungle, a super advanced calendar, and a civilization that just vanished. But did they really? And what could bring such a powerful empire to its knees? Let's unravel the science behind the Mayan collapse. First, let's get one major misconception out of the way. The Mayan people didn't go extinct. Not at all. In fact, millions of Mayan descendants are alive and well today in Central America, speaking Mayan languages and carrying on their rich cultural traditions. So, when we talk about the collapse, we're not talking about the people disappearing. We're talking about the collapse of their political system and the abandonment of their great southern lowland cities like Tikal around the 9th century. The question isn't where the people went, but why they left these magnificent urban centers. For a long time, the answer was a huge puzzle. People guessed everything from alien abductions to a mysterious, incurable disease. How do we know this? Scientists have studied sediment cores from lakes and cave formations called stalagmites in the Mayan region. We're talking about decades with significantly less rainfall than usual. Now, why was this so catastrophic for the Maya? Their entire civilization was built on agriculture, primarily maize or corn. Their population had boomed during a period of unusually high rainfall, allowing them to build massive cities and support a complex society with kings, priests, and artisans. They were brilliant water engineers, building intricate systems of canals, reservoirs, and cisterns to capture and store rainwater. But even their advanced engineering couldn't handle droughts that lasted for generations. Imagine you're a Mayan farmer, year after year. The rains don't come. Your crops fail. The reservoirs that supplied your city with drinking water start to dry up. There's not enough food to feed your family, let alone the tens of thousands of people living in the city. The surplus that once supported the kings and priests is gone. This leads us to the next big factor: social and political instability. The Mayan kings, known as the Kawalajao or Holy Lords, weren't just political leaders. Their power was built on their ability to deliver. They performed elaborate rituals and public ceremonies to appease the rain gods. But when the rain stopped, no matter how many rituals they performed, the people's faith in their leaders began to crumble. Archaeological evidence supports this. We see a sharp decline in the construction of new temples and monuments during this period. The intricate carvings that celebrated the victories and lives of the kings just stopped. Instead, we see evidence of increasing warfare between cities. As resources like food and water became scarce, competition intensified. It created a vicious cycle. Drought led to famine, which led to conflict, which made it even harder to survive the drought. And it wasn't just the climate. The Maya themselves may have unintentionally made the situation worse. Recent studies using climate models have shown that large-scale deforestation can actually make droughts worse. Trees play a crucial role in the water cycle. They release moisture into the atmosphere, which contributes to forming rain clouds. When you cut down the forest, you reduce this effect, leading to less local rainfall. So, the Maya may have been caught in a deadly feedback loop where their efforts to produce more food were actually contributing to the very droughts that were causing their crops to fail. It's a sobering example of how human activity can have unintended consequences on the environment. Then, a series of severe, multi-decade droughts hits the region, partly intensified by their own different. The divine kings, who were supposed to control the weather, lose their credibility and authority. People lose faith in the system. The social fabric unravels. City-states go to war over dwindling resources, making a bad situation even worse. Faced with starvation, disease, and constant conflict, what would you do? You'd leave. And that's exactly what the Maya did. It wasn't a single mass exodus. It was a gradual process over several generations. People abandoned the failing cities in the southern lowlands and migrated. Some went north to areas like the Yucatan Peninsula, where cities like Chichén Itzá and Uxmal continued to thrive for several more centuries. Others moved into smaller, more sustainable villages in the highlands or coastal areas. They adapted. They survived. They reorganized their society into smaller, more resilient communities. The Maya didn't vanish. They simply changed their address and their way of life, leaving behind their silent, magnificent cities as a testament to their incredible achievements and a warning for future generations.